Distinguished guests, colleagues, friends, thank you very much for joining us today as we honor Anne Frank and her legacy. It's great to see you all. We can meet in person again. We wear our masks so we can't see your smiles, but I guess that if I look more in your eyes, I can see your smiles and know it is going to be a great, wonderful day. Let me welcome Representative Kay Granger to be here today, this morning. Representative Debbie Wasserman-Schulz is here with us, or will be with us later. And of course, I'd like to welcome Chairwoman Nita Lowy and Afshi Weinstein. He's representing his father today, Annan Weinstein, and the organization Violins of Hope. You'll hear more about them in a minute, but I would first like to say something about the Anne Frank Award and the Special Recognition Award. Through these awards, we want to honor people and organizations who confront intolerance, anti-Semitism, discrimination, injustice, and racism. And they do that while upholding and the freedom and the equal rights to promote a society that is democratic, pluralistic, and open. And this is crucial. It was crucial then, it is crucial now. The Anne Frank Award is part of our Holland on the Hill program, which is an ongoing effort, it has been said already, to strengthen our ties between the United States and the Netherlands, economic ties, defense ties, political ties, cultural ties. And the Holland on the Hill is a great instrument for that, and you will see the partners of the program that you have received today. Now, these ties, as I mentioned, also contain the aspect of human rights, because the United States and the Netherlands place a high importance on both peace and security, as well as promoting human rights. Today is the 5th time that we held this ceremony since we started in 2014, and I would briefly like to mention those who received the award before. In 2014, we honored Rabbi Nathan Saperstein for his belief in understanding other faiths and his lifetime work of battling intolerance. Then in 2016, we honored New York Times columnist Nicholas Kristof for his work calling attention to human rights traffickers and human rights violations around the world. In 2017, we honored Father Leo O'Donovan of the Jesuit Refugee Service for his commitment as an advocate for the rights of refugees. And the last time we held this ceremony, pre-pandemic, in 2019, we honored Benjamin Ferencz, who was the last surviving prosecutor of the Nuremberg trials. One theme ties all those people together, and that is that they were dedicated to advancing human rights by confronting intolerance, human injustice, and anti-Semitism. These issues are one of the core issues in our work today at the Embassy and over the years. It is core of our relationship with the outside world. We must remember the atrocities of the past so we can prevent similar horrors in the future. And I take this seriously as a Dutch ambassador, obviously, but also as a Dutchman who grew up in a nation that lived through these horrors and had to rebuild our country during a devastating war. Now, I stand here as a child whose parents were children during the Second World War and were raised by my grandparents under very, very difficult circumstances. And I don't want to see those circumstances repeated ever again. And that's exactly why we must remember the past and honor the people and organizations who continue to fight discrimination and anti-Semitism today. I'd like to thank the Congressional Caucus, the Dutch Congressional Caucus, and our Holland on the Hill corporate partners who have made this event possible. And as I turn the program back to Katrina, let me reiterate how proud I am of our 2020 awardees and how honored I feel to host the Anne Frank ceremony. Thank you very much.